Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Caller, are you there?
Yes.
What's going on? Do you need police, fire, or medical?
I'm not sure the right way to do this. I guess like a wellness check is what I'm requesting. One of my neighbors has been screaming at the top of her lungs outside of her house all day. We can't communicate with her. We can't do anything. She seems very violent right now. And then she went inside the house and has been apparently banging on things, according to her neighbor. And we're worried for her husband's health right now.
Okay. So you said that she's screaming? Like,
Yeah.
what is she screaming?
Screaming.
When you say screaming, can you give me more information on what you mean exactly?
She speaks a different language, so I don't know specifically what she's saying. And I'm not aware of what language it is, but when she stepped outside, when we saw her, she was screaming at the top of her lungs and pointing repeatedly at her house. And then she went inside and started what sounds like throwing things in the house and banging on walls.
¿Cuántos están aquí? Get out!
No, she quieted down. She quieted down.
Get out! Get out!
Hey, drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Get out!
Drop it! Drop the knife!
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Drop the knife!
No!
Drop the knife!
I killed you!
Drop the knife!
No!
Drop the knife!
Drop the knife!
I killed you!
The woman you just watched confronting deputies with a knife was 59-year-old Rosalia Hodges of Orange County, Florida. What began as a simple neighbor's request for a wellness check ended just minutes later in a deadly deputy-involved shooting. Earlier that afternoon, neighbors became alarmed after seeing Hodges outside her home for an extended period. According to the 911 caller, she was screaming at the top of her lungs, speaking in Spanish, and repeatedly pointing toward her house. Unable to communicate with her and concerned for the safety of her husband, a neighbor contacted authorities, not to report a crime, but to ask officers to check on her welfare. Before deputies arrived, another neighbor recorded cell phone video showing Hodges visibly distressed in her driveway. Moments later, she went back inside, where neighbors reported hearing loud banging and objects being thrown. When Orange County Sheriff's deputies arrived, they initially attempted to make contact at the front door. According to the body camera footage released by the sheriff's office, Hodges eventually emerged holding a large kitchen knife. What followed unfolded in less than a minute. The deputies immediately backed away while repeatedly ordering her to drop the knife. Throughout the encounter, officers can be heard shouting, "Drop the knife," over and over as they created distance between themselves and Hodges. Despite those commands, she continued advancing while still armed. At one point, investigators say she also yelled, "I'll kill you."
Drop the knife!
I killed you!
Drop
As the distance closed, 3 deputies fired their weapons. Almost immediately after the shooting, the deputies moved in, secured the knife, and began rendering first aid while emergency medical personnel responded. Rosalia Hodges was transported to a hospital, where she later died from her injuries. Sheriff John Mina later stated that Orange County deputies had no previous encounters with Hodges, although she had reportedly been Baker-acted in other Florida jurisdictions. The exact circumstances leading to her apparent mental or emotional crisis that day have not been publicly explained. As with all deputy-involved shootings in Florida, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement opened an independent investigation, while the Orange County Sheriff's Office began its own administrative review. Cases like this often leave the public divided. Some viewers believe the deputies had no reasonable alternative once an armed person continued advancing despite repeated warnings. Others ask whether anything more could have been done before the situation reached the point where deadly force was used. Could additional time, specialized crisis intervention, or different tactics have changed the outcome? Or did the rapidly evolving circumstances leave officers with only seconds to make a life or death decision? These are difficult questions, and the answers are rarely simple. Now we'd like to hear your perspective. Do you believe the deputies acted appropriately based on what is visible in the release footage? Was deadly force justified once Hodges continued advancing with a knife? Could this tragedy have ended differently, or was the outcome unavoidable? Please keep the discussion respectful. Every incident involves real people, real families, and real consequences. If you found this breakdown informative and want more factual analyses of police body cam footage, true crime investigations, and critical incidents, consider subscribing to the Dark Casebook. We examine publicly available evidence, official reports, and body camera footage to help viewers understand what happened, while encouraging thoughtful discussion rather than speculation. Thank you for watching.